Hi, welcome to AFTV. I got Robbie with me. We've just lost to Liverpool 2-0 here in the Emirates. Out of the FA Cup, Robbie.
How did we lose? How did we lose again? I'm asking that question, man. It's driving me mad right now. You know what I mean?
This one inexcusable though. This one is a real blow.
Yeah, because we played so well, especially in that first half. We were all over Liverpool. Played some beautiful football, man. Great patterns. Tore them apart, really. Yeah. But ball in the back of the onion bag, as they say, right? We can't put the ball in the back of the net. I don't know. And a lot of it is just decision making sometimes from players. Players taking too long. Players making the wrong. Reece Nelson, he's through right at the start. Yep. I felt sorry for Aaron Ramsdale. He would have got a beautiful assist, right? Chip the ball. Why are you trying to go round? You know, and then even when you have gone round now, cut it back for someone, but the decision's wrong. You know? I know he doesn't play a lot, but his decision was wrong there. Havertz had a couple of chances, that header from the corner, bang. That's where if you've got your striker, that he scores it. And then numerous other sort of chances and half chances where Arsenal players are taking too many touches in the box, and that is where a lot of the fans that I've been speaking to today are saying, striker, that killer who just comes to them, bang. They don't hesitate, they don't think, it's just a natural thing that it just comes to them and they just bang it in the goal, because our front three players who were so good for us last year, who were scoring so many goals, are struggling at the moment to score.
Is it overplaying? Is it overplaying from the coach? Is it lack of confidence? Like, what is it down to?
Can you blame that on I don't think you can blame that on a coach again today. I've got to defend Arteta. We played well, but to me, if anyone's going to say control and all that, no, we got into great areas. We done the build-up play to get into the area to get the shot off. But then players are then still holding on to. I'm sure he's not, and the coaches are not telling them to do that. Shoot, or you know what I mean. Make the right decision, get your shots off. And it was just today, bad decision making, dwelling on the ball too long to allow defenders to then get blocks in. You know, that is where your natural striker is. That's the difference between your natural striker and your natural finisher and good finishers.
I think a lot of people,
because a good finisher is going to be like, let me try and get it on this foot, or boy, let me wait until that guy's possibly going to get a block in, so let me cut back. Your natural guys just bang.
People are putting on Mikel Arteta though, Rob. You said you're not going to can't put it on today, but a lot of people, especially at the studio, are saying, listen, Havertz was your guy, 65 million, you could have put on a striker. David Raya, I know it's a loan, but they ended up,
today.
I know, but the money spent or put into those affects us not getting
they spent £3 million on David Raya, and then they're going to pay the rest of the money at the end of the season, right? So,
but they're saying affecting the money to get a striker. They could have got.
I think, listen, if you could argue that you could have got a striker in the summer. Definitely, you could argue that. But right now, in January, it's very difficult to get a striker. I'm doing Transfer Daily every day, and you can see the difficulties in getting a striker. Ivan Toney's out there. I'm sure Arsenal would love to sign him. But at the end of the day, if Brentford are saying he's not for sale, what are you going to do? Go and kidnap him and take him out of the club?
I remember Troops said, get him to bring him in.
You can't kidnap a player and take him against his will at gunpoint and say, boy, you're playing for us now. You know what I mean? Yeah. If the club don't want to do a deal, you know what I mean? And apart from Ivan Toney, I can't really look at, and we was talking about it in the starting 11, I can't really think of another striker out there that you're going to go buy right now, that you would hit the ground running now and also will be good for us in the long term.
They're talking about crisis we're walking into crisis right now. It's time to start open up our eyes as Arsenal fans. Like, where are you at? Because it's a damning loss, Rob. I
don't think it's a crisis. No, I don't think it's a crisis. What I do think is that, you know, this is something that we got to respond to. I thought the players today, as I said, the response was great, but they just didn't score. If you see, every Liverpool fan who's come on here today has sort of been like, you know what I mean? But we didn't take our chances. You know, and if we don't take our chances, this is what happens. You end up getting punished. And I think one of the worrying things for me, that just as worrying as missing the chances, is how many times we're getting done on set pieces. Yeah. There's another one today. It was the same against West Ham. We got done on a set piece, and the same against Fulham as well. Yes. Done on a set piece, and you know, so that's very worrying for me as well. I say, listen, it's a worrying time. It's 3 defeats in a bounce, but it's not a crisis. I think anyone saying it's a crisis is getting a bit too carried away.
Okay, I want to obviously, it is a disappointment today, and obviously off the back of drawing with Liverpool at Anfield, I think a lot of fans thought, coming to the Emirates, we should be able to get a win today. But the fact that you had no Salah, no Endo, no Szoboszlai, all of that, and still losing it, they put kids on.
They put kids on at the end. Listen, they had a good side out there. They had McAllister playing who didn't play last time. They've got a good squad, right? Even though last time they came here, I think when they beat us in here, they didn't have Salah then. They got Jota. They got a good side. They got a good side, man. I mean, you can't just put it down to that. We were missing players today as well. It wasn't our full 11. I would have started with Martinelli, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we were missing players as well. So you can't put it down. It's not as simple as that. I mean, it's an opportunity miss because the player that I thought that was missing where I thought we could exploit was Van Dijk, and we did it in the first half, but we didn't take the chances. That's all it boils down to. And whether it's going out and getting a striker, does that change it all? It has to be addressed, right? Because you cannot put today down to style of play.
No.
We created so much. How can that be style of play? What style of play do you want then? We created so much, but we didn't take the chances. Half time we should have been sitting. It's the sort of game as well that you knew one goal would be the. So it's whoever got that first goal was going to win that game. And
but we should have with the chances we had.
So many chances. And we're saying this every week. And, now they go away for the couple of weeks break. They really need to start looking at themselves hard and addressing this. And I also feel in the transfer market, if they can get a striker, they need to get a striker. If not, the fullback positions still need to be addressed. Yeah. We need to bring in a couple of players to kind of refresh the squad and kind of, get the other players, galvanise the squad up a bit, but today's a hard one to take because I didn't think we played badly.
I agree.
That's the annoying thing about it. You can talk. I think it's too easy to say crisis, this, that.
But Saka's performance today wasn't great today. Havertz missing. There is a lot to look at.
Listen, there's a lot to look at. There's a lot to pick out. I thought Havertz looked more of a striker than we've had recently because he was in the right positions, but he's not that clinical guy because he's not a natural striker. We saw that at Chelsea, right? What we need is a natural. Well, listen, let's rewind back, right? Before he was suspended, he was our player of the month. He was playing well in that midfield position, arriving late in the box, scoring goals. That's really the position he should be in. But we need a striker. Yeah. But who?
Yeah, let me end with this, Rob, because you seem like you're not going with emotion. You've seen a bigger picture, I think, in all this, in this fan camp so far.
I was very at the game. I don't know about the guys in the studio, but I was at the game. I watched the game. I saw a very good Arsenal performance until we conceded another set piece. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I just look on it and say, it's, if I came here, the one that the other day when I was upset was when we played Fulham. Yeah, that was a poor performance. Yeah. West Ham wasn't a poor performance, but we were just poor in front of goal. Today we actually played. Because that's what it is.
I hear you. It just feels like the same story every week.
No, we got a problem, and we know what the problem is, and there's 2 ways to solve it. You either get those players finishing, and that's down to them, or you go and get a world-class striker and you bring in that can finish off these chances. Because let's break it now. We went to Aston Villa, lost that game because we missed chances. Should have got a minimum of draw out of that game. True. Played good football, didn't finish our chances. Didn't finish our chances against West Ham. Had more chances against Liverpool, but a result 1-1 was fair. Yeah. And then today, in the first half, played Liverpool off the park, didn't finish our chances. And so we know what the problem is. It's how we solve that problem. It's not a crisis. It'd be a crisis if we don't start solving this problem.
100%. Have you changed your expectations? Because you were saying Arsenal can win the league this season. I know it's not the league today, but are you changing now your expectations of what to get?
I'm worried going forward because, as we said, we're missing chances. But I'm not changing the expectations. The expectations of this team now has still got to be, you've got 2 big trophies to go for. And none of them are going to be easy. They're the most difficult ones to win.
Facts.
But we've got a chance to win the league still, with 5 points off the top. Got a chance to win the Champions League. We've got Porto in the next round, a very winnable game. What they got to do is put behind December and just go out there and just win back win back the confidence of the fans, which, and it's about finishing chances. If they'd have finished off chances today, and even if we'd have won today, there's still things to be sorted
100%.
out, because, this is the FA Cup and players get rested and that. The league, now what we've got to do is when we play these guys in the league in February, we've got to beat them there.
Yeah, well, listen, I don't envy you, Rob. Thank you so much, because tomorrow we get round up. I've seen in the group they're coming
they're ready for me. That's because Arsenal have been, spent the last season and a half winning nearly every game. So we don't lose a lot of games. So come, man, bring it on, man, bring it on. The season's not over yet. There's still a long way to go. It's disappointing because this FA Cup's our cup, man.
Exactly.
So it's disappointing the way we've lost and the manner, but we haven't been played off the park. We haven't been battered. Crisis is too strong, but it is worrying.